Okay, we got Belal Muhammad taking on Leon Edwards in the rematch. Guys, for me, if you look at Belal Muhammad's last fight, what was it, Sean Brady, if I'm not mistaken, I thought that was the best he's ever looked. Aggressive, coming forward, using his striking, uh, putting combinations together. And I thought he looked like a completely revamped fighter. I don't know what it was that he went to Dagestan, and a lot of things changed with his mindset, his perspective, his approach. I thought he did a lot of great things in that fight. And to take out Sean Brady, and people were trying to say Sean Brady was overrated. Sean Brady goes out and smokes Kelvin Gastelum respectfully. So when you look at things like that, obviously you can't do MMA math, but I think Bilal's got a shot here. He can grind out opponents. We've seen that in the past. The one thing I will say, Leon Edwards will have the speed advantage. He might have the size advantage as well. And I think when it comes to striking, he's going to be a little bit more crisp. I don't know if it's going to be ideal for Belal Muhammad to want to sit there and strike and change with him, but I think his path of least resistance is going to be him trying to get the takedown, of course, using the cage to kind of grind out a decision, so to speak. Or maybe he might open up and just be so mad and just try to take Leon out. We don't know. That's why I love the sport, because we get crazy shit that happens all the time. With that said, it's hard for me to pick in this one. I like both guys. I'm leaning towards the champion. I just think, although they both have these extremely long, ridiculous win streaks, I think it's safe to say that Leon has fought the tougher challengers in, I believe, Woodley, right? He fought Woodley, Leon Edwards.
Leon did. That was a canceled fight.
It was, oh yeah, that was supposed to be in England, but he did fight Kamaru Usman twice. Obviously, the first one went the way it went. The second one came back and showed that it wasn't a fluke. Showed that the first one in Utah maybe was the elevation that had him so exhausted, but then he came back with that championship swag after getting a crazy knockout at the end of the fight. So I think that was a tough competition. He obviously fought Nate Diaz. There's a lot of hype that goes into a fight like that surrounding Nate Diaz. And of course, he fought Belal Muhammad, but the eye poke ended the fight. In my opinion, when that happened, I felt like they should have ran it back immediately. But instead, both guys went their separate routes. I think maybe because Bilal's eye needed a little bit more time to get healed up, they probably didn't want to book it right away or couldn't book it right away. So now that I say that, who was Belal? No. Yeah, Bilal's last fight, Sean Brady. The one before that, Gilbert Burns. No, Gilbert Burns, then Sean Brady. So I don't know if Gilbert Burns' shoulder was jacked up coming into the fight. I don't know if he ever disclosed that or not. But I just think you fight Kamaru Usman, you beat Kamaru Usman. I just think it's a little bit cream of the crop. He beat Burns. He had a really close fight with Hamza Chimaev on short notice, 11 days notice. And, of course, he's beating the who's of that division at welterweight. So, for me, I think the edge on the competition favors Leon. Doesn't mean that Belal can't win. He has a great style to win. I know some people might not find it the most exciting, but his last two fights have been pretty damn good. So with that said, I think it's going to be a close fight, but I think Leon is going to edge it out, in my personal opinion. And I could be completely wrong, so Belal, don't be mad at me.
I put up a poll. 80% of the people are voting for Leon.
Okay. I think the people just don't like Belal for whatever reason. I don't know. For him, I don't know. I think Belal is actually a really good fighter. I know a lot of his fights, he just press guys against the cage, but I mean, he's winning. Guys can't stop it. It's not the most exciting to win, but it's just like, who can stop me? Who can stop me pressing you against the cage for 15 minutes? Nobody.